Hey, some friends, welcome back to my channel, and I am really excited to bring you the first episode of The Founders. This is a brand new LP, so we can really jump right in unless you haven't seen the Creative Sim videos, which I will link at the bottom. But this is the first family of the Founders home. This is here in Brindleton Bay, and this is the lot that I felt was suitable for a mayor and his family. And if you have not watched the previous Creative Sim videos, the founders are essentially the first Sims to move into New World. So it's a completely empty save file. And so here is Mr. Mayor's home. I downloaded it from the gallery. As you all know, I'm not really a builder, but I am a redecorator. So I changed the living room. I think this office, which is the First Lady's office, is mostly the same. You ignore the mayor sitting in the First Lady's office. They're just wherever they are. So I changed the rug. That is a CC rug. I rearranged the furniture. I think those are also some CC couches and chairs from Peacemaker. And, I changed most of the interior. So this floor, I think I changed. That room to the left side of the screen is their little official office, their executive office, because of course the mayor has meetings with politicians, business officials, religious leaders. They all stop by, and I wanted to put this office like right towards the front of the house, so that way they're not really interacting with too many other things. And this right here is the mayor's office, so sometimes he'll have smaller meetings in there, and his daughters just hang out in there for a while. And he has some degrees on the wall, some books, and through these doors you can make it to other parts of the house. There's also some photos from around the world because he is a very worldly man and he wants to show that he embraces other cultures. Through the office there is a restroom. You can also see the laundry room there, and also even further to the left through the office, this is a guest room in case they have any guests come to stay. Again, the guests don't have to go interact with the rest of the family. And the guest bedroom also has its own private entrance, so guests can leave and come as they choose to. And this is the kitchen, fully equipped with a bar. Again, something that everyone kind of has access to, but it is kind of to the back of the house. And so it has the bar and some bar stools. Someone just had some applesauce a little while ago. And just pretty simple. I wanted it to seem like traditional and like more to the First Lady style. Just a family kitchen, but also they have like some pastries on display. Just very like traditional living. Another restroom, or I've shown this restroom. Yeah, another restroom that's a little more public, and then we go back through here. You can see the First Lady's sunroom, and this is something that was as is on the gallery. I did not change anything in this room. So if you want to know where I got this house, just leave a comment and I will reply letting you know exactly where I got this house. And I messed with the stairs a little bit because they weren't working, but we are making our way upstairs, and in the far back, you will see the master bedroom, and just pulling up the wall so you can see some of the wall decor. That's one of my favorite pictures, like that little family picture that kind of looks like a black family. Looks very much like something that would be in a black American household. So this is the master suite. Again, very simple. It has a balcony. It also has like a vanity, some photography, but just nothing too interesting. There's a yoga mat, something to work out with, and off of the master bedroom is a closet, a big walk-in closet. And I downloaded this glass part off of the gallery and just inserted it in here. You can look up closets because I was having a lot of trouble figuring out this closet. So I downloaded the glass part. As you can see, when you take down the walls, the shoes are kind of floating, but ignore that. And then I just put some storage bins and some boxes in there. And this is the beautiful, which I'm very proud of, this bathroom. Like, bathrooms are pretty boring, but I'm very proud of this bathroom. So this is the beautiful bathroom that is for the master suite. It has a double-headed shower, a little toilet nook, and two sinks, his and her sinks, and mirrors, and I think it's pretty cool. So let me know what you think. There's also another balcony, which this home has a lot of balconies. So we'll just figure out what happens with those balconies. And I love the little plant life that's in the balconies. Looks very manicured, like they have a professional, I forgot what that's called, but a professional come and cut those plants. And this is the first son chilling in his room, lots of green and gray. So he's just on his computer. He's a creative sim, so he's kind of figuring out what he's really into, but he has an easel, he has some photography, so he's kind of exploring like how he seems very into the visual arts, but he hasn't fully grasped like what he really wants to do with his life. Clearly he's a teen sim, and here is his private bathroom. So him and his sister kind of decided that whoever gets the smaller bedroom gets the bathroom that you can access from in your room. And his sister got the bigger bedroom. She also got the bigger bathroom, but she has to walk outside to use the bathroom. So this is her room, and lots of pink, which the mother, the first lady, had a huge hand in. The mother kind of had put her stamp all over this room despite her daughter's wishes, and they're still kind of figuring out like how to give their children independence. Even the son, the mother's had a huge influence on the styling of his room. The first lady, is very meticulous and very particular, so she kind of coordinated everything, only taking hints about what the kids actually wanted. Here is another bathroom. I feel like the bathrooms are the highlight of this home, which how often can you actually say that? But here is another bathroom, which is the daughter's bathroom. So again, she has to leave her room to go to the bathroom. But it is fabulous. It is very luxurious. Like she has a walk-up tub. I don't even know how to describe that. Like you have to go up the platform to go in the tub. These large mirrors, these very like this millennial pink color. Like I love it. And up here is the secret part of the house. So the parents kind of think nothing is up here at this like roof area of the home, that it's kind of like a storage room. But the kids have been using this room to throw parties with their friends. And both the son and the daughter are in on this little secret. They have like the DJ booth, they have some instruments, it has like this dark blue mood lighting. And this was not in the gallery. I did this myself. This is not have anything to do with this house. But I thought it would be really interesting to have this kind of like secret area where the teens are kind of themselves, and the parents would not be happy about that, especially because like all kinds of political people come in and out of this house. Like, can you imagine they find out that people are essentially throwing raves where like teens are drinking and doing all kinds of things? Like, that would be a scandal. But if they don't get caught, nothing really to worry about. And now, since we are pretty much done with the home, I'm just showing the back of the home. And this is kind of like the pool area, very nice. It leads out to the ocean, so they don't really have to worry about anybody running in. This is a little garage area, which I did not. Oh, there's the dog. I forgot about Barkley. There is Barkley Richard, and this is the garage area. I didn't do any editing on this garage area. It looked like a nice little 3-car garage. There's only 2 cars in there, but looks like a nice garage with some tools and some storage. And I also forgot to tell you there's a basketball court. I think you might have saw it from the overhead shot. But yeah, that is pretty much it with this house. So we are going to get into some gameplay. So we are here in the next morning, and the first lady gets up first, and she is about to go downstairs and make some breakfast for the family. The first lady does not really have a technical occupation, not application, technical occupation, but I do not want to minimize what this woman does at all, because she kind of keeps the house running. She's also kind of a society woman. She has like her own ladies who lunch club, which we'll get into later in maybe future episodes. And speaking of episodes, I should kind of explain how these episodes are going to go. As you know, the founders feature many families who are the first people to live in these worlds or to build these worlds up. So I will not be including every single family or every single household in every episode. I paused the game because I did not understand why she was running outside to take this food. So I'm gonna figure that out, but I'm just gonna keep going. So yeah, I will not be taking every episode to deal with every household. I'll kind of just see how it flows. Like maybe this episode will feature one family, maybe it'll feature two, probably no more than three at a time, and we'll just kind of switch just depending on how I'm feeling, how you guys feel, which families you want to see in the next video. I don't know what the son is talking about. Like, so this kind of does fit his personality though. He is a little, like, he's just figuring out himself, and the mom is very big on appearances. So like he's feeling a little insecure about the way he looks, and the mom is like, she's not really the encouraging mom that's going to be like, "Oh, you're the best, that you know, you're beautiful as you are." She's going to tell you like how to improve your looks, and she's like, put on some concealer, like you can fix your looks up a little bit. So I don't really think that was the best thing to tell her son, but it'll work for now. I think he kind of also was annoyed by her saying that, so he started making his own food even though she's cooking. And the daughter just came downstairs and is wondering like what the hell's going on, why he's making his own food while the mom is making some breakfast. But they have to really get started. They have a busy day. They have work and school, and the mom has to do whatever she does all day. So they are going to work on that. Now it is time to check in with another household, and you all were extremely excited and enthusiastic about this household when I did the Create a Sim video, and this is Don and Lorraine Richard. And as some of you may remember, Don is the brother of the mayor. And as you can see, we are here in San Myshuno. So this is a very different lifestyle than the mayor's family. Don and Lorraine are business people, and they are about their hustle. Like, they are a power couple. And I wanted their home to reflect that. So they are in this high rise here. We are just overlooking Lorraine's office. And now this is a very small office, but I think it's cute and it's pretty, and it has these views, and it's on the downstairs floor. She has her accolades on the wall. I'm sure I will be adding more stuff as time goes on. This is their little balcony area, which features a hot tub and some trees and some plants, and a grill and a fireplace, some seating. Just imagine looking at this fireplace, having a few drinks with your boo or your friends, and looking out into the city. Like, stunning. And that is just the ticker, I think that's what it's called, where you see like the stocks roll across. So they need to see that as soon as they walk in the house. They also have this little seating area because they do have business meetings at home sometimes. Obviously a little more casual than the mayor's home, but they still have some meetings here, and they like to keep that professional level on this floor, just the main floor, not near their bedrooms. They have a bar, a very nice kitchen with a Lindsay, not a, the other one. Won't say the name because I don't want it to turn on in your house. They have double stoves and this antique tea kettle, which was actually given by Lorraine's and Don's sister-in-law because she's into that sort of thing. So they keep it on display. This sink with another gorgeous view. Just the views in this apartment are amazing. And they have a trash can in the countertop. That trash can is CC by Ravisheen. So I thought that was really cool and upscale. Here is the restroom. It was enough space to have a shower in it, so I just included a shower instead of making this like the typical half bath that you see in a home with multiple floors. And speaking of floors, I love these black wood floors. I just think they are like so nice and so, I don't know, fancy looking. And so now we are moving upstairs to Dawn's office. I'm just trying to show you like the kind of, what is this, like a foyer? Can you have a foyer that's not in the beginning of your house? I don't know. I don't know all the building terminology, but I love this little like indoor balcony. I put that chandelier there just to make it seem like it's kind of grand. And I did all of this apartment. I did not get this from the gallery because getting apartments on the gallery are a pain and you can't even really see them. I really wish the Sims would handle the gallery apartments differently, but it does help me kind of showcase some of my building skills and like practice. And so as you see, I created this little nook for laundry and it's kind of tucked away with those bamboo sticks. There's also the yoga mat there because Lorraine does some yoga. And now into Dawn's office, and you see these two basketball jerseys. So Dawn used to be a CBA player in his younger years, and now he's just a businessman. He's still pretty young, but you know, he did like 3 years in the NBA, so that's kind of how he got he has a little popularity for the average businessman. And I thought this office was very nice. It still has some views even though he's not facing the views. A nice little fancy computer, some plants, some books, and I think there's a television on the wall above the door so he can see what he needs to see, or maybe he'll have some conference calls on the smart TV. Moving on to the bedroom, and I do go into a little more detail in this house tour because one, I put everything in here myself, and two, I know everyone was really excited for Dawn and Lorraine, so I wanted to make sure that I gave them the attention you guys wanted. Again, more fabulous views. Dawn has his like switch over here because he does play some video games. Lorraine has her nail polish and her candle. They have this floating bookshelf. I thought that looked very modern, and they have their little clock that's mostly just for decorations. And this home has another fireplace here, so you know when they're getting cozy in the bedroom, they have another fireplace. And I know there could be more stuff on these walls. Again, as we play out their story, we can add different things, but for now they just have that picture over there. They have a walk-in closet, which is clearly hard for me to angle so you can see it in all of its glory, but we will get there. So nothing too crazy, just something to have like a dresser in it. You know, they have Lorraine's Kelly bag, her little Hermes bag, because you know they have a little bit of a coin, the hamper, some shoes, a duffel bag of money in case, you know, you never know. I guess you need liquid cash, easily accessible cash, or maybe they're into things that we don't quite know about. They have a full-length mirror and just some clothes hung up. Next up, we have the master bathroom, which generally only Dawn and Lorraine use because no one really comes up here because this is like where their bedroom is. I mean, once in a while someone will come into Dawn's office because he's a little more casual than Lorraine, but for the most part it's just them two upstairs. So we have both their robes near the bathtub. They have a bathtub as well as like a toilet area. And that is about it for upstairs. They have one more floor, so we are going to go down to the main level, and we're going down to the bottom floor, which they have a pool. Now, when you first get San Myshuno, this floor is like completed, like the whole floor is a pool, which seems kind of ridiculous. So I just made it like a smaller pool, but this is also kind of like their party area. Like this is where, you know, maybe they have a business meeting with people they are really cool with and they want to turn up in their homes after the meeting. So we have this pool, we have a speaker up there, we have some liquor, a fridge. Like this is again a way to bring people into your home, but not have them all up in your space. And behind here we have a movie room, which Lorraine seems to be hanging out in, but that's fine. And we have this little sectional couch. I'm still kind of playing with this room. I don't love it. I love the idea of it, but I don't love it yet. And another speaker, and there's like a lot of CC in here. I think like the couch is CC, maybe the table is CC, I don't know. But also we have a restroom down here with another shower. So they have 3 restrooms in a home of 2 people, which must be nice. And then they have a guest room because you always need a guest room. And I don't think they really let that many people stay over. This might be maybe their nieces and nephews, you know, the mayor's kids stay over here sometimes because I'm sure these are like the cool aunt and uncles. But yeah, this is their home. And then I just added another picture right after I did this tour. I have this picture of them when they, well, it's not a picture of them, but a picture they took when they were traveling, maybe their honeymoon. I actually found it somewhere on the gallery, but I wanted to add that picture in so the home could be more personable. Again, I'm taking suggestions. I added this artwork here because this wall, like these walls are so tall and they do kind of look bare. And so I added this artwork that kind of fit in with their design scheme. I would love to know your interpretation of what this piece of art with this man like walking across the street means. Like, does it mean something? I don't know. If any of you are like art majors, let me know. And we are getting into some Dawn and Lorraine gameplay. So Lorraine is dealing with a hostile coworker. And again, I want to show some of her personality. So she is going to deal with that matter privately. Meanwhile, Don is dealing with some stock situations and he has to decide whether he is going to short the market or follow the trend. And Don is not afraid of things at all. So he's going to short the market even though it may not be the most responsible thing. He just feels like any money he loses, he can make back. And his popularity is going to go up because of this. So now Don is a little famous. And I think that I just want to make these choices as if it fits their personalities. So I'll give you some time to read that on the screen. I'm not going to read it to you because it's a little long, but I wanted to start gameplay with some of their workday, even though, you know, that sometimes is boring when they go into their rabbit holes at work. But work is a very important part of Dawn and Lorraine's lifestyle. So I did want to show some of that before we got into their evening. So Don is a little tense, even though, you know, he made that decision to short the market. But I'm going to show you some of his traits. So he's self-assured, outgoing, perfectionist. You've seen that before. And I also need to decide what to do with his fame point because now he is a newcomer. So he, you know, he has a little hood fame. I decided to use Don's fame point on networking because I think about noticeable a lot, but then ultimately I decided to go with networking because I feel like in Don's mind, if he can network with someone, he can make money with them. And that is his ultimate goal. So that is what we are going to pick for him. Showing his aspiration, both him and Lorraine have the same aspiration in case you missed to create a sim video. So, you know, they're making a little money already. And just looking at his title, he's a hedge fund manager. He needs to research some stocks. I wanted to show his traits. So I kind of set their traits based on their personalities. I put them in certain places in their careers where I felt like it fit them. Don is a really good dancer. That's kind of how he wooed Lorraine. She's been, you know, she was like everybody else, just impressed with his charm and, you know, his kind of coolness. He's very persuasive. He also is very fond of Salvadorian culture. So, you know, very worldly. And, you know, I think almost anyone would be impressed by Don. And that's probably his flaw sometimes because he is a little arrogant and he's not going to write in a journal because he's tense. Actually, there is no sauna in this house. As fabulous as this house is, there is no sauna. But what we are going to do is we are going to go to the gym so he can go to the sauna. And I want to show you Sky Fitness. This is where I got it on the gallery. I try to do a good job at putting things that I found on the gallery, like doing the screenshot so you can see who made it. The name being cut off is clearly a fail, but again, if you can't find it, just leave me a comment and I will help you find it and link it. So we are here at Sky Fitness. I don't think I changed anything in this gym. I think it was perfect and fit and it fit everything. So it's just an upgrade to what was already in the city. So it keeps some elements, like it still has the basketball court, but it adds like this pool area, which the other gym didn't have. It adds like this rooftop patio, which I'm like, that's really cool view of the gym, and you can go like to the rooftop and have drinks, and it's in your gym membership. Again, must be nice. They have this little yoga area, some treadmills, some weight machines, and this open lighting, which I think that's in the original one, and it's also 3 floors like the original one. More treadmills downstairs. I guess the yoga instructor is downstairs. I don't really know what that's about. But they have like his and her spas, so they are by gender, which I might want to change that because I don't really like that. So yeah, we need to have like, genderless spas, but it's fine for now. I don't know how often we'll be going to this gym, so we are gonna get Don in here and get him to relax in the spa. Y'all know I love a first person camera mode so you can see like, oh, look at that bar, and oh, just so fancy. And so you can see how great the build really looks, because I feel like you don't really know till you go in first person mode and see what the Sims are seeing. So there's a hot tub, and we are now in the sauna, so it looks like everything works right because I didn't play test this beforehand. And they have the masseuse. I guess, well, the masseuse will show up, but they have the masseuse table so you can get that kind of massage. And it looks like Don's tenseness from losing some money today is melting away. He knows who he is. He knows he'll get it back. I'm actually pretty sure like his paycheck covered whatever little money he lost. And that masseuse over there looks a little stressed. He don't look too happy to be working. But after Don finishes relaxing in the spa, I will have him work out because, he's very into fitness as an ex-athlete, or I guess once an athlete, always an athlete, something like that. So I will have him work out and run on the treadmill. And I think after that, he'll go home and eat dinner with his wife. So Don is home, and it looks like Lorraine is as well. He had a nice workout, and he is going to cook for him and Lorraine. I think he's going to make some blackened sea bass, so we'll let him work on that. And honestly, like having these views while cooking, I can't even imagine. And I think that little, what is that called? Like that little piece of art over there was actually in the build when I downloaded it, and I just never moved it. So I think I'm gonna keep it, but let me know what you all think. This, so early in this LP, I am excited to have some solutions. Ooh, look at Lorraine. She is in the bathtub, just having a relaxing day. I guess she had a tense day at work. Well, yeah, she did have that coworker trying to shade her that she had to check them in private. So, she needs a bath after that. She has her little cucumbers on her eyes doing her facial mask. So she's going to finish up her bath, and she is going to use the restroom, and they will eat. Ooh, I'm also going to have Don pour him and Lorraine some wine. It's a Tuesday evening, but when you're young and fabulous and have extra income, why not? So they'll have a little drink together. Lorraine is still in this bathtub, and oh, I wanted to show you that she's the president of her company. I think she works for like a PR company. I didn't get a chance to show you her traits, so now's a good enough time to do that. So she has very high charisma, just like Dawn. So they are charming in different ways. Like I say, her charm is a little more quiet charm, but everyone is equally impressed with Lorraine. And she's spent some time skiing, so she has her own thing going on. They are definitely a power couple. Lorraine has her drink and her food, and Don already ate. He couldn't wait anymore, so it's fine. They will just sit here and chat, but Don still has his drink, so they will have some conversation. And sometimes they eat at this conference table, sometimes they eat at the bar. The conference table, they have better, they can have better views, but the bar is it's a little more intimate. And listen, guys, I know this episode is really long. All these episodes are not going to be this long. It's just, I wanted to get in at least 2 families in this first episode. I don't know if I'll be able to continue at this pace. But, I try to keep all my LPs at least 15-minute episodes. So, we'll see, but this is on the longer side, but you can tell, they're getting a little flirty. Their evening will be wrapping up pretty soon, so this episode will wrap up soon as well. Also, not to get in their business, but to get in their business, Lorraine is on birth control. They are not trying to have a child right now. They are just focusing on, living a fabulous life. So the hope is that they do not get pregnant anytime soon. So, it looks like Lorraine is in the mood to woohoo and she doesn't really have any worries about it. They actually decided to woohoo in the hot tub outside because, nobody can see them up here because, when you're this high up, you don't have any neighbors. I love this tree. I don't even remember where I found that tree, but it's super cute. They have a fireplace going and they're just having a nice evening. And after that, they actually have some work to do. So they are going to woohoo and then Lorraine is going to make some business calls. She has clients all the way out in Mount Komorabi, so they are in a different time zone. So even though it's 11 o'clock here in San Myshuno, it's still work hours for them. And, it just shows that they work a lot. Like they have fun, but they're fine being up till 1, 2 in the morning working and then going to work at 8 o'clock and, fitting some fun in between. And that's, what their life is all about. So Lorraine is going to make some calls and then Don is going to go upstairs and he is going to, I think, research some stocks or do some, I don't know, some stuff that a hedge fund person would do. And this is pretty much where I start to wrap this video up. I'm even more excited than I normally am just to see all of your comments because this is just something so new, so fresh, and I've worked really hard off screen, kind of setting these things up. Look at Lorraine taking calls in the hot tub, like with her shades on at night. A lot is going on, but yeah, I just worked really hard on this LP, and I'm just really excited to start something new and fresh. And I have like some other LP ideas, but I'm not going to get ahead of myself, I promise. And after they finish their calls and doing a little more work, they are going to go to sleep. So I thank everyone for watching this and participating and commenting and supporting me while I took some time off. I'm Simtimistic, like optimistic, but make it Sims. You can like, comment, even if you never comment, it's a perfect time to comment, share, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter. Okay, talk to you later, Sim friends. Bye.